Today's video is who gives a fuck? So, I want to tell you guys, learn to be able to run away from people that are fucking lost cases. All right? Because sometimes people that come into our lives, they are fucking messed up. And we can attract people just like magnets. I myself met a lot of fucked up people in my life. Okay? And as much as I wanted to help them, the worse it developed. Because listen to this, dudes. Just because you might be a nice person and you might have a nice, kind nature to you and you might be tolerant and you might be compassionate, okay? It does not mean that you need to accept less than what you deserve and less than what you're giving out there, right? Because listen, as many times as you try to save a person, right, you need to fucking realize that they do not wish to be saved from their pathetic, miserable lives, right? They will always be negative and they will always remain in the dark hole because these people don't want to change. And not everybody is like you. People can be really messed up and they might be really, really, really fucked up. And in the end, you are going to be the one who's going to be to blame. And you will always be wrong for them. And they will always find flaws in you. And they will lose interest in you. And they will cover you with labels. But don't worry. I assure you that will pass. Because it always does. Talking with experience here. In my life, I got used to people coming and going. Right? And I just need you to remember that it's them and it's not you. Right? When you're on this type of path of self-development, right, there's always people that are going to be coming in and going, right? You need to be wise and see how all important people that manage to influence people always get opposition. This is what you need to know. These are your lessons. And as difficult as they are to confront them, you're always going to have enemies and blood-sucking vampires in your life. And you need to learn to detach from these people. You need to know who you are. So many people out there do not know who they are. And you always need to remember that. So their mission in life is to beat you down, fucking humiliate you, mess with your fucking brain, ignore you, degrade you, spit you in the face, and then tell you to fucking fuck off. And you're going to forever die in opposition. And you need to accept this. When you are laughing, they're not going to understand. When you are happy, they're never going to understand. When you were a free spirit, they're going to misinterpret that. And who fucking gives a shit? Don't worry about them. They are daily challenged with shit in their lives. And all they keep on getting is misfortunes and agonies and distresses. Okay? Because people can be self-centered, egoistic, and fucking bastards in nature. Okay? Because this is the only way that they know. Because people go through several shit situations in life. And they do not know what it means to offer respect and love back to people. Right? And it's not your fucking duty to find a way to show them this. When you are not asked to help them, do not fucking offer and render your bloody services. Right? And this is a lesson that I had to go through. I love helping people, but in my past, I got too attached to people. And let me teach you what I've learned. There is a saying, when the student is ready, the master will appear. And sometimes the student will always remain in a 3D reality and clutter, and not wish to move to a higher path. You need to let these people go and let them take their path towards wherever they want to be. And life will give these people what they deserve. There is no question about that. If people on your life path caused you pain and they hurt you, they're going to receive that back tenfold. Okay, this is the way the universe works. But we never ever want to wish ill thoughts to anybody out there. Instead, you should be sending your love to them, because sending ill thoughts to someone is a form of black magic. It's correct. What do you think that black magic is? Black magic itself is wishes. It's kind of like a wishes a person gives to you that is bad, right? And white magic is wishes that are good. So people, if you're ending them, if you're giving them bad energy, right? Be prepared in your life to receive back what you give. Everything you say is going to echo back to you, okay? And the wisest thing you can learn, okay? And keep it in your books of learning, right? So you can be a clumsy person. You can be a person that doesn't think before they talk. You can be a person that curses for the moment. You can be a person that can be rude for the moment. You can be insensitive at the moment. You can be pretending to be a bitch. You can say things that you do not mean when in anger, but then make sure you forget and forgive. Because I'm sure you never mean shit, right? You only know who you are. You only know if you have bad within you or not. You know what your nature is, right? If you don't know what the word hate is, if you feel blessed as a person, if you don't know how to harm another human being, right? You only know yourselves. I see a lot of people out there that are holding on to anger every single day. And I had a lot of people always telling me, stop being so bloody naive. Well, I got news for you. I love the way I am, right? I don't need to pretend to get people's love and affection, right? Because I'm always true to myself. I always walk my talk, and I always say what's on my mind. And anything that I'm preaching here, to any of my videos, I not only preach it, I already took action for it. I'm a living proof. I don't like to play games, and I'm not something that I'm not. I don't have the time to be pathetic like the rest of the people out there, but everyone can be my guest and act accordingly. So, let me wrap things up. You come to teach people each other lessons. Some people are going to drain the fuck out of you, right? You can attract a lot of people that are insecure, that they're messed up, and they're even lost cases. You might be a person that has a lot of inner power, right, than these people, and you need to be aware of that. You might be the stronger person than them, right? Those people can feed off you because you might have an excess of energy to give these people. This is how it goes. If you're stronger in these things, weaker people always find a way to come inside your life, right? They cannot get their energy to feed off. And that's where you come in. You're always giving them food, and subconsciously you might not be seeing that, but it happens. Okay? Because you're giving them a spark of yourself from the divinity that you are. Right? And in our lives, we're always going to be encountering different types of people, and the stronger you are, the more the weak can appear to you. And the weak need to cross paths with the strong. So if you're a strong woman, get used to people's weaknesses. But most importantly, if you're a strong woman or a man, you need to be able to put boundaries. So a boundary is easy as saying somebody to fuck off without giving an explanation. There's nothing wrong with that, right? It's good to have tolerance in your life. And it's always good to forgive, right? A strong person is one that is able to forgive. So whatever a person might do to you, you really be able to forgive them. And being able to forgive a person is very, very difficult, right? But if you ever need to tell somebody to fuck off in your lives for your highest good, you do that because you are the most important. Right? You need to learn to love yourself and to honor yourself and to walk away and tell people to fuck off if needed.